Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Anissa Bell Rose. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on. Put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 10k, help me to get there, my people. So in this one, my people, I have two topics on the agenda for one of my people, and one entails, update on the missing mother and child of Minister Philip Paulwell, as well as the Minister of Health, Christopher Tufton, speaks on some 300 million that was allocated to get rid of what he deemed a triple threat as it pertains to the dengue, flu virus, and the COVID virus. Stay tuned, my people. While I'm at it, drop a like on the video. So according to Senior Superintendent of Police Nesbitt, as it pertains the 27-year-old Tashina Patterson and her 10-month-old daughter Soraya Paulwell, whom we have come to know that is the child of Minister Philip Paulwell, who has been missing over a month ago, my people, was taken from her home of residence on September the 9th. Still, there is no whereabouts as it pertains to mother and child, my people. However, the Senior Superintendent, Nesbitt, says that today, Friday, after an interrogation session, they are highly likely to charge a woman that they have in custody at a woman's lockup there in Jamaica, my people. And this woman is said to be another woman who has a child for the Minister, Philip Paulwell, according to the Senior Superintendent of Police. And to see, my people, that is another woman who is intertwined in all of this. To see that there's alleged another woman who is primary amongst other persons that they said that they're questioning right now, is the reason, the cause of the disappearance of this mother and her 10-month-old baby. It begs to question, why are some of these women so wicked and cruel? Right? Whether you and the man was in a relationship before and another woman comes into play that you have come to acknowledge or come to find out about. It takes two to tango, and I don't see why at all times a next woman must go to the lengths of wanting to hurt a next woman and their child over a man that willingly, most of the times willingly, take up himself and go and pursue that other woman. There are rare few cases where you'd have, like, for say, a woman who knowingly go in a next woman relationship to mash it up completely. There are rare cases. But in most times, these men are the ones who go and pursue these other women. So why must a next woman take up herself and go and harm a next woman and a baby at that over a man? Wanna tell me how my sound, my people? Drop some comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about this other woman being a prime suspect in the disappearance of this 27-year-old mother and her 10-month-old baby. Over a month now. This is a very wicked act. We're not sure the outcome of this mother and baby. And, we're still sending up some prayers, praying that, they weren't harmed. And knowing that we have reports saying that over 1,000 persons have been missing from the start of the year until now, with 800 and odd returning home, and there's still a 200 and odd who are still missing. Persons with information we have plead to, somebody must know something. If I even say, call the police anonymously and give the information we have. Other persons like Uno want to see about their family members too. No matter the outcome, So persons with information will know about persons who are doing cruel acts to innocent people. Call the relevant authorities and give over the information. Please. Meanwhile, in this segment, Minister of Health Christopher Tufton speaks on what he deems a triple threat as it pertains to the high levels of dengue virus, and he gave an update as to say up until September the 29th, there has been over 1,100 odd cases as it pertains to the dengue people. And we know that he had called on September the 23rd that there was an dengue outbreak. And right now he said that the country is plagued with the COVID-19, even though it's not high levels, and they're plagued with the flu virus just the same. So he's calling it a triple threat right now, my people. And they're saying that they have some 300 millions allocated to help to eradicate, the spread of the dengue itself and the breeding up of the mosquitoes. He spoke out in a cabinet post briefing, and I want you to listen to what he has to say, my people.
In normal times, we have overcrowding in our hospitals. That's just the reality, particularly those in the urban centers. I mean, there are obvious ones: Spanish Town, Maypen, Mandeville, Cornwall Regional, of course, KPH, SAV, because of trauma, bike accidents, and so on. St. Anne's Bay, because of trauma, road accidents in particular. So when you have a spike in a particular area, there is almost automatically going to be a build-up. Remember now, we're just about building out and expanding our infrastructure, which hasn't really been done for probably 60 years. So we are excited about the future, but the present does remain very challenging. But I want to mention something that maybe the CMO can comment on, since we have you here as a captive and the information is important. And it's what I refer to, and I've been asking the clinicians to comment, to do some work on, so we can comment more authoritatively. What I titled the triple threat of dengue, COVID, and the flu, which is not. We have had multiple threats emerging at one time to create a kind of perfect storm of concerns, at least in the first instance. Then it's the response clinically in the second instance. The reality is that our COVID numbers, even though it is not an indication of a crisis anymore, because symptoms are a lot less and people have learned to live with it, the positivity rate is over 10%. I believe last time we checked it was 13 or something. That was what I was told by our epidemiologist a few weeks back. In the public education, what you get is a overarching, holistic approach. Well, we haven't stopped there. We have mobilized the private sector and non-governmental organization to increase awareness and support actions around dengue, both from an awareness perspective but a response perspective. It has to be all hands on deck, because that's the nature of the threat that we face. So that's the primary response. I will say that the response will adjust with time. It's a dynamic process. So the fact that 300 million is allocated today doesn't mean that we won't have to allocate more next month. In fact, as I said in the Parliament yesterday, the technical advice given, at least up to this point, is that we are anticipating that the dengue outbreak will last through to the end of this year, and possibly more than likely into the first quarter of next year. And it's not just a function of the response, it's a function of the cycle of the threat, in that you don't just start and stop it. If mosquitoes are there and they're carrying the virus, given the nature of the virus, given the extent to which breeding sites are currently in the population, they're going to replicate themselves, and it becomes a trend to slow it down, and it goes to a peak, and then it dissipates hopefully over time. So it's important to telecast that to the population so that people, Jamaicans, know, and the partners that we have know that we're going to have to be at this for a few months to come, and the precautions are going to be necessary, as well as the response effort and possibly the resources that are required. So this is a start of a process. So this is what the data suggests. On Friday, September 29th, 2023, the Ministry's National Surveillance Unit showed that the number of presumed suspected and confirmed dengue cases has increased to 1,117, 160 confirmed cases. Of that, 158 type 2, serotype 2, we say, 1 serotype 3, and 1 serotype 4.
Drop some comment and tell me what you think, my people. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anissa Bell Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notification shout out in each and every video. To be a part of that, all you have to do is be the first to comment and like, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. This notification shout out goes out to Albert Rami. Big up yourself, Albert Rami. Big up to each and every subscriber, new subscribers as well as returning subscribers. Thanks for all the support. New viewers, what are you waiting on? Join the family, journey with me, subscribe to the channel, share out some of the videos, like up the videos. Get this video to at least 300 likes, my people. Stay tuned for more videos. Big up on yourself.